I think I just did something I'm gonna regret.
So,
And slightly wrong.
want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, where are those? I love margaritas. We're done.
Is this your last one?
This is it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So let's just get crunk.
And Regina is hilarious, so you'll have a good time with her.
I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
She's
Regina
great.
also. Big spot
She's
in my
great.
heart.
Hi.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Hi. How are you?
Good.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
The heels, everything, stunning. Ooh, she's coming undone.
She's coming in. Oh,
Please have some gummies. Treat yourself. So I'm gonna make you a cocktail here.
Great.
It's the Dalmatian. So it's a gin-based cocktail with a little bit of lemon, some black pepper, and some thyme, if that works.
Jeez, all right.
that work?
is it good?
It's good. I like
Okay.
it.
All right.
You know, allegedly, it's
We're
good.
trusting
Let's
you.
try it.
Okay.
All right. So
You threw me for a loop with the black pepper, but
Me
yeah.
too. Me
I'm
too.
But I'll
sorry.
do it.
I'm not a fan of the black pepper.
I
just
just
have
don't
never
drink
had
it.
Oh, so look, everybody needs a little spice in their life,
Okay.
right?
You made that look fancy with the garnish.
Oh,
Thank you.
here we go. Here we go.
Just
The
a little
pepper.
cracked pepper. Ooh.
No, I don't know.
It's like an Olive
Is this
Garden,
a
right?
joke?
Like,
It is.
just say when.
What's
And
that?
now what is this?
This is just a touch of club soda, just to kind of give you
Give
a
it a
little
fizz.
effervescence. There we go. Oh,
Just a little. You gotta pour
oh,
fast,
oh,
kid.
Oh my god.
Go fast.
And look at that,
Yeah.
beautiful,
There
elegant,
she is.
graceful.
There it is.
Thank you. Here we go. So,
Okay.
guys, here's your
I'm
cocktail.
just passing this to
I
you.
mean, okay.
So, and
Yes,
welcome
I
to my hangout.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
So we got
you.
Andrew.
He's getting us
Hi.
drunk,
We got
Andrew.
Regina. Let's get this
We're
started.
never
Okay.
supposed to. We didn't actually watch him make this, so. Oh, that's
She's solid.
delightful.
It is
Okay.
delightful.
Grapefruit?
All right, good. There's grapefruit.
I
in
do
it.
like the grapefruit.
Me too.
Okay, good. I'm glad
This
you
is
liked
good.
it.
What a lovely
I'm
end to our
impressed.
day.
So I was doing cold brew margaritas earlier today.
Well, where are
brew.
those? I love
Oh my gosh,
margaritas.
look. Burn it.
I love
What's a
margaritas.
cold brew margarita?
They're, it's kind of a weird thing. I was hanging out with some friends, and he was like, "Let's make margaritas," and I had just walked in with my coffee, and I was like, "I need to have my coffee first, so we're gonna just combine the two."
Oh, it's actual coffee. in
Yeah,
it.
so there's coffee. There's cold
That's
brew
a
in
good
it.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the best of both worlds.
Good.
I can
Yeah.
give you the recipe.
Okay.
We'll be set. So
Okay, do that.
and they may even bring some out later. I don't know. We'll see. It depends
Mm-hmm.
on how long we're here.
The time got stuck to my lip.
Oh,
That was a concern,
I'm just gonna
actually,
put
but
that right
I'm
there.
glad
it's
that we got
very
through
good
that.
It's delicious.
though.
I'm gonna keep drinking it.
Me too. I'm gonna
Perfect.
finish it.
So let's talk Black Monday quickly, and we can go into whatever. Let's talk about identity.
Yeah.
So this is very much a show about identity. It's
Great.
about being Black, about being woman, being queer. How does it feel to be playing those types of roles?
I was a little nervous about sort of the sexuality of the character, I gotta be honest, because in 1987, I think coming out meant something very different than it does now, particularly in the throes of the AIDS crisis. I remember talking to Jordan and David about it sort of early on and being like, look, if we don't have the real estate to really tell this story, let's make sure we don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
So I think they very smartly were able to weave in some ideas, but it's on a very sort of personal and private level, which I think if you were a closeted person at that time in that particular world, that is how it would work. I don't think you would be necessarily talking to all of your friends. I only really speak about it to Dawn and then later to Tiff, and that's it. Like, those are the only people that I really open up to about it. So I thought they handled that ultimately in a really great way. And in season 2, I kind of get to dive into it on a more practical level. If you know what I'm saying.
We saw.
And that was it was really exciting too.
Wait. I'm not gay. Neither am I.
What about you, Regina?
No, I mean, I was just gonna say, I think they handle, sexual identity and race very carefully, and one of the ways I think they do that is they kind of make fun of everyone and everyone's situation, but when it comes to the humanity of each character, they explore that and their feelings and their disappointments and their fears, and they always find those special points where they get to just dive in and have us see a slice of who these people are, so that we don't kind of go into the archetypes of how people perceive them. And so I think they do that with Dawn, to be like, you know, she's a woman still trying to make it, like many women today, you know what I mean, and facing that crisis. I just wanted to tell you guys that I am pregnant. Oh, yes. Oh my God. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm partner at my firm. That's my big news.
Oh, congrats. That's really... We're not also pregnant by chance, are we?
No, not pregnant. Promoted. But one thing that is great is that the way we see each other is not through the lens of any kind of bias, and you know, minus the fact that we're treacherous and
we will stab each other in the back.
Stab each other in the back. Yeah. But that would be regardless. That's irregardless of anything else. But you know, on a personal level, there is that the depth of that connection where we all know these things, but it really doesn't matter. Like, you know, at the end of the day, Keith, we're friends. Like, we are. It's bigger than that, and I think that's what I love. That's the truth and the depth of these people's relationships.
And we are sort of, it's the island of misfit toys on Wall Street. That, like, the reality is that, you know, none of us would have had jobs at that time.
None of us. Maybe you.
Maybe me, but I think I would have messed
You
that
wouldn't
up
have lasted.
very quickly.
Very loud, right?
Yeah, it's awful. This is trading. I may have picked the wrong career.
But so it's a little bit of revisionist history that we all get to be together working at the same office, which I think just adds to the
Absolutely.
I love
the
it.
humor of it.
So let's swing back to personal life a little bit. I mean, you obviously have a huge gay following, and you as well, but that's not
I
surprising.
do.
Tell me a little bit about that. Like, when do you think that sort of happened, and like, how do you feel about having, you know?
I
Oh,
mean,
it's amazing.
gays love you.
I love it. I think they started from Brenda.
Yeah.
I think it started from
mean,
Brenda.
I think so.
Look upon him as he writhes.
TV! Look, I'm on TV, y'all! Check it out! I want to give a shout out to all my peeps!
Oh, it's always been a fun character to play, and I love that they embrace Brenda so much, you know, and it's just been great. So, I mean, you know, I love it.
Well, and poor
And this
Brenda.
is my baby daddy.
Yes. Well, poor Brenda also, you have that brilliant scene of having sex with the football helmet on.
yes.
And like, I think that a lot of gay men watch that and we're like, oh, Brenda, no.
She didn't know.
Brenda,
She
don't
didn't
do
know.
it, Brenda.
Brenda doesn't know. But that's what's so great about Brenda. Brenda's so...
She really
in
thought
her
she was
own-
doing
She
it.
thought she was it. She thinks that
Yes.
she's it. She doesn't, you know, even when he calls her Brandon, I mean, she's
Yeah.
like, who? Doesn't matter.
She didn't matter. Oh, when you had to put on that helmet, it's just sad.
Oh.
sad.
Shove it.
Okay.
So good. So good.
Go on, girl, put it on. Yeah, that shit on there. Come on. Just shove it on. Do it. Yeah. Ooh.
So, I mean, obviously, since the show was set in the 80s, you have some brilliant fashions. Tell me a little bit about that, what that moment's like.
That's fun.
Do you have any favorites?
Well, I have to say, I love the clothes of the 80s. And this last year especially, I love the shoulder pads once we got into that pantsuits. You know, Flashdance was a favorite of mine.
Sure.
Okay.
It
A
was
little
on the
over the
other night.
shoulder sweater.
Yeah, and you know, and you remember when, I feel like I have that Flashdance wig on.
You kind of do.
For the body double, like her wig. But
Yeah, you do.
just the construction, you know what I mean? The heels, the shoulder pads, the she was great in that movie.
Yeah.
And
Has she been here? Has
and-
the L word here?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I would have loved to have seen
I
it.
don't know why they're
And the
not here.
colors.
The colors are crazy.
I love the colors in the 80s.
Yeah,
And the
women
music.
definitely had like, I mean, my costumes they're sort of silly, but for the most part, it's like a suit.
Yeah, like men's formal wear in the 80s wasn't nearly as interesting as women's
No,
wear.
but what Regina and Casey Wilson got to wear were just some banana pants
Yeah.
looks. Yeah.
And slightly wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Really
But
But we
counterintuitive.
thought we were doing it. We thought we were
Yeah,
doing it.
it was not
That's the
what you
best part of it.
wanted.
No.
It sort of cuts everyone in just the wrong
But
spot.
at the time you were like, that's it. Like
Yep.
that
Yeah.
right there. But it's wrong when you look back. But then
Sure.
It was everything.
But if
Yeah.
you bring enough confidence to the table, it doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
it does.
Yeah.
I mean, my shoulders were wide. Who was saying anything to us anyway?
It doesn't matter.
With shoulder pads like that.
No.
Right? She's just walking through, knocking shit over, like,
Basically.
Amazing. So in this first episode, you have, I mean, I'm just going to throw it out. You have an underwear scene where you're in front of the mirror, just
Working out.
want to talk a little bit about that?
Tell us.
I did a little workout scene. The guys had this idea that Blair would be exploring steroids in the first couple episodes. So we decided that there would be a workout montage.
I mean, I wasn't mad about it.
And
I'm
they
gonna
just
say.
I
added,
wasn't either.
they just tossed in some weird things.
Biggest brains and coming soon, biggest muscles. You do, hunk.
But that's one
You
of those.
looked good, too.
Thanks. Well, thanks. I mean, that's one of those moments that, like, as you know, it was on a Friday night. It's at the end of the day. We get to this thing.
Post-lunch.
And they say, post-lunch.
Those things should be
I
first
knew
up,
it was
right?
happening
Yeah.
all
when you wake
day.
up and you feel all
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I needed to be dehydrated.
Your feelings felt.
But and then everybody's just kind of trying to go home, and you don't want to hold people up.
Yeah.
So they asked. They were like, "Would you feel comfortable simulating masturbation while your underwear is around your ankles?" And I looked around the room, and
Of
I was
course.
like, "Sure, let's just do
That's the
it."
kind of
And
team
where you
players
don't even
we
have
are.
time to like think about it.
Just
And then
get
I
it
remember
done.
driving
done.
home and calling my boyfriend Tuck and saying, "I think I just did something I'm gonna regret."
And look, now you
But
don't.
right? Exactly.
It was a
no.
good call.
But then you see it all together, and I was like, "Okay, it's fine.
No, it's brilliant.
It's fine."
Absolutely
But
brilliant.
you do those things in a bit of a bubble sometimes, and then you're like,
Oh.
oh.
Yes! Do we have a second round of cocktails
I-
that we could bring out? Maybe the bubbles, if possible.
And what's crazy is I don't really drink. You know that.
No, she's never had a drink in her life.
Allegedly. So I have a couple questions
Okay.
for you. Fake cocaine. I mean, speaking of things that you're
I
doing.
refuse to use fake cocaine.
Right, only the real stuff,
Only the
right?
real stuff.
Come on, if you're gonna do it right.
Wow.
Did I read somewhere that it's vitamin B it's
vitamin
that
B.
you're doing? Okay, how does that work? Because
When I was
not feel great.
working on Girls, we had an episode where Lena Dunham's character she wanted to do cocaine for the first time, and we had this prop guy who was like, "These are your options for fake cocaine," and one of them was like non-dairy creamer,
Yeah.
so disgusting.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Or we can do vitamin B." So we
Like,
did
it's
vitamin B,
basically healthy,
and my
right?
recollection
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
was
that's
like it
good.
was super fun and
It's so
whatever.
good for you too.
Not that it absorbed into your system, but it was like a much cleaner way to do it. So then when we were doing Black Monday, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna say
Ask for
vitamin
Do you
B."
think that I've been getting vitamin B?
Yeah, we've all been getting it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But it's
That's so good.
really, it's not. I don't recommend it. It's not a way to take your vitamins.
No,
No,
but
it
it's a
doesn't-
way to take your cocaine.
Yeah. If you have to do fake cocaine,
You want the vitamin B.
you want the vitamin B. Yeah. But that's what it is. Is yeah.
So, safe to assume, I mean, you've been on Drag Race.
Yeah.
As a guest judge.
Yeah.
Why haven't you been on Drag Race yet?
Can I tell you, I was supposed to be on Drag Race and I was working when they were like, "Can you come to?" No, that wasn't true. I wasn't working.
You lied.
Yeah, I
You
no.
were traveling.
No.
Scheduling issues?
No, Zeus had just died. My little doggy. And I remember
You were like, "I can't do this."
He hadn't passed. He was sick, and they told me he was gonna go, and I couldn't leave him. And then he passed like maybe 2 days after. So
Well, that show's not
That's
going
why.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So
No, exactly.
You
It's
should
gonna be
get
around
on
for a
that.
minute.
It's real fun.
everyone
Although
told
it
me
is
it was fun, but now I'm
stressful.
competitive, and I want to look.
Yes.
I got to get it done. Like
You have to get it done up.
what?
She can
has
turn
to
it
be-
out. I mean,
it's like
Well, you got to
it's a-
figure out what the theme is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Play into that. But it's very stressful to do it, and they're all super nice and fun.
TV's gone, moving on. There's just one thing that's left for me to do.
But they tell you when you do the runway, you watch all of the queens come down, and you watch in silence. There's no music. There's
What
nothing.
else would you say
And
but
all
to
you're
watch
supposed to be
in
doing is thinking of fun things to say. And then the second time they do it, they just say like, "Shout it out," and they don't tell you what to say. So you just sit there and you have to be like, "Yes," or whatever. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I really did not do
stuff
well.
that was fabulous because they're fabulous.
It was really stressful.
Yeah, because you want to, yeah.
But so fun because you want to be good at it.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got to drop down.
We've got another cocktail coming in hot.
What's happening?
So, look,
God.
see, I have
Regina.
a magical elves.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
While
We
we're
do have.
while I'm prepping this for you.
We're not driving. We have cars that are.
Yeah, see,
Yes.
you're in a good spot.
We are going to drive for that
You're not
driver, though.
driving. So, what I was going to say, though, is that in the same vein as RuPaul's Drag Race...
Oh, sorry, we really hijacked that.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine. This is perfect, because it's perfect timing for, like, doing the, this cocktail pour.
Okay.
I had Paul Scheer do a reading challenge, and I had him read you guys. So...
that...
I have some sunglasses coming in hot, and I would love for you guys to put those on and read your co-stars to the camera.
What is he gonna? Can we hear what he said though?
I mean, it'll be in the
What
final
did he
video.
say? Do we
No,
get
I need to
pepper?
know what.
can
I
do
need to
some
know
pepper
how
for
he
you,
did
honey.
it.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard. All right, off the top of my head, on camera, or
You can do this. Just take a swig and you're.
All right.
We got it.
All right, let me make sure. Let me think for a second. Sunglasses are going. Now sunglasses are on. I don't know how much closer I am to anything. Rannells is Regina. It's all gonna happen. Just let these cameras roll. It's digital. Okay. Oh man, I got nothing. This is hard. So roasting Regina. Andrew is like, now I'm in the void of panic. This is, you really, at the end of the day too, it's like
So wait, what are we doing?
So we're gonna do the reading challenge. So where you basically you're gonna put on a pair of sunglasses.
Yep.
This is good.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're cutting. So okay. Sorry. No.
Oh
We
no.
didn't get to reading.
We're done?
Let's do some to-go cups.
Are we really done?
I think so. I'm sad.
What
Oh,
happened?
well.
I'm sorry. We talked too much about RuPaul.
just have to go to the next.
No. we're all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Yes, of course. So guys, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
coming.
Thanks for
I
having
really
us.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Here are your glasses, Paul.
Wow. That was so abrupt.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
Okay.
It was an absolute pleasure.
You're one of America's most unsolved crimes.
no, that is the opposite of that. That is hot, as in the heat is on.
Do you honestly think Mo is not out there right now plotting his revenge?
They had a bit of a falling out last season. Autumn.
Mo is gone, and he's not coming back.
Miss me?
What's with your look, bro? You look like a polluted waterfall.
I'll have you know this is a very popular hairstyle.
Mo is back, baby.
We're good to go. Let's roll on A and B.
Peanut butter is the longest relationship I've ever had.
Have you seen this man?
Jake's got his shirt off a lot.
I can't comprehend being quiet for 5 hours.
And scene.